How royal loyalists became the monarchy's grim reapers. Prince Philip, never one to sugarcoat, once warned that the monarchy's most devoted fans might be the ones to destroy it. Yes, turns out he was right, and not in a poetic Shakespearean tragedy kind of way. More in a let's compare a man who wanted to build a life of his own to one who parted with a convicted P kind of way. You know what that means, right? The monarchy isn't just losing relevance, it's hemorrhaging moral credibility. And Gen Z, armed with receipts, rage, and righteous clarity, isn't buying the palace's latest PR portion. The Independent's recent interviews with young Britons read like a generational indictment. Massey, 18, sees through the palace's panic. They know their back is against the wall, she says, because everyone knows now about Epstein and Andrew. And she's right. The monarchy didn't strip Andrew of his titles out of principle. It did so out of fear of losing the palaces, the crowns, and the last shreds of public goodwill. But the real insult, the palace's attempt to equate Andrew and Fergie's Epstein entanglements with Harry and Meghan's joyful freedom. Henry XX delivers a line that should be carved into the gates of Buckingham Palace. Andrew hung out with a P, and his wife took money from Epstein. That is not the same as talking about your chakras or cooking fruit on Netflix. And I heard someone else say the same thing. He was on Good Morning Britain and he said, don't compare the two. Totally different thing. Don't get it twisted. Don't put Harry and Andrew's name in the same sentence. It is a disgrace. Don't do that to Harry. Harry is a distinguished person. Never you put his name with Andrew. So that's what the person was saying, and he was so clear. So let's be clear, guys. One couple fled institutional rot and racism. The other accepted money from a sex trafficker and got a royal shrug. Yet somehow, in the palace's warped moral algebra, both are embarrassments. This false equivalence is radioactive. It tells Gen Z everything they need to know. The institution will protect its own, no matter how grotesque the scandal, and vilify those who dare to speak. The monarchy's biggest fans, those who cheered Andrew's rehabilitation and booed Harry's therapy sessions, have become its undertakers. They have clung to tradition so tightly they have strangled its future. Gen Z isn't waving flags, they're waving subpoenas. FOI, Freedom of Information requests, and TikToks with 3 million views dissecting royal hypocrisy. And while 76% of over 65s still believe the monarchy is good for Britain, only 30% of Gen Z agree. That number is disappearing faster than Uncle Andy's public appearances. The younger generation isn't just disillusioned, they are disgusted. They are growing up watching the palace protect predators, punish whistleblowers, and parade inherited wealth during cost of living crisis. The monarchy's downfall won't come from Republican manifestos or angry op-eds. It will come from the very people who once defended it, now exposed as apologists for the indefensible. Prince Philip saw it coming, Gen Z will make sure it arrives. Very good, guys. I'm telling you, these people have no qualms about just mixing things up, just conflating and putting everything against the wall, hoping something will stick. They are trying to make you think that Harry and Meghan is worse than Andrew and Fergie, and worse than William and Kate, and worse than Charles and Camilla. And we know that up is not down, and down is not up. We know what they're trying to do. They're trying to gaslight us. They're trying to tell us that what we're seeing with our very eyes is wrong. And we know they're talking BS, right? So when you hear people tell you, or the younger generation, they are the ones that's going to change the world because they are more educated. They don't take nonsense. They're not buying into foolishness. They can read and analyze things for themselves. And they're saying, why are you equating these two as if they're the same? They are not. It's apples and grapes. It's different. Let's not do that. Let's not gaslight the public and let the public feel that, oh, this is right. You know what I love to hear? When I listen to these talk shows, that's trying to push the monarchy's narrative, and people call in and call them out on their BS and say, what you're saying is BS, bull. Right? Because we know what we're seeing, we know what we feel, and we know that what you're saying is wrong. So yes, Gen Zs are going to shape the future. They are already shaping the future. It's their future. So they're going to call it what it is, and they're going to guide us, because you older folks, you have no sense. You have no sense. I'm sorry. When I listen to some of you, I'm like, OMG, what is going on? You don't decipher things for yourself. You don't read into things. You don't analyze things for yourself. You just buy anything that is laid down in front of you. And that is so wrong. That does not make any sense, right? So yes, Gen Z will make sure Prince Philip, he said it. He said the monarchy, the loyalists would be the monarchy's downfall. And Gen Z will certainly make it happen, because gone are the days when they're not gullible. They're not going to just accept what you dish out to them, right? So we see it on TikTok. We see people are hitting out against it, and we know that it's going to happen eventually. Might not be in our lifetime, but it's going to happen. So yes, guys, that's all I wanted to bring you. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you never miss a beat. Bye.